Welcome to the ice as we get set to take the puck drop here in the first period in the frozen tundra of the Lunder Dome in Bottineau, North Dakota. Just a mere 10 miles away from the Canadian border. We want to thank everybody who's clicking in to watch this afternoon's game. In the last meeting, which was on December 5th, when these two met down in Bismarck, in the first period, it was looking like it was going to be all Legacy when Ben Garley took the opening face-off down and scored 26 seconds into the game. In the middle part of the first period, Beckham Priestley McKay gets his first goal of the game to make it a 2-0 game. With 40 seconds remaining in the first, Beckham manages to outwork a couple of the Braves players to a loose puck, scoring his second goal of the period. After the intermission break, Bottineau came out having breathed in large amounts of smelling salts, scoring the first two goals of the period, one by Cooper Beckham and the other by Peyton Getzlaff. But Legacy's Harrison Johnson had had enough as he took the wind out of the Braves' sails as he locked onto his target like a military fighter jet on a seek and destroy mission, scoring his first goal of the night, giving the Sabres a 4-2 lead. But with 45 seconds remaining in the second, Bottineau-Rugby's Gavin Barch flips the puck up into the upper atmosphere of the VFW Sports Center, causing Brody Crumwitty to lose the puck in the sun. As the puck hit the ice, it found the only space between the Sabres' netminder leg pad and the post to slide ever so slightly over the goal line, giving the Braves their third goal of the game, and both teams going into the locker room with the Sabres on top, 4-3. In the third period, both teams traded goals, but Ben Garley had enough as he scored his first goal of the period and second of the game when he pulled the trigger on the howitzer of a shot when Harrison Johnson sent him a tape-to-tape pass, beating the Braves goalie, Owen Cheshire, as he was unable to stop the pinpoint accuracy of the Sabres' top line. But this didn't deter the Braves as Gavin Barch scored 45 seconds later to pull the Braves within one goal, making it 5-4 Legacy. Midway through the third period, Legacy's Beckham Priestley McKay uses a silky mitt and cunning hockey sense to find open ice on the power play to receive a pass from Garley and Johnson as he tallied his third goal of the night and got the hard-to-achieve hat trick. This put the Sabres out in front by 2 goals, making it 6-4. But Braves forward Landon Siemens wasn't ready to throw in the towel as he scored his second goal of the night, pulling the Braves within 1. But unfortunately for the Braves, it was a little bit too late as Crumwitty outperformed Cheshire for the 6-5 win. Overall, the Sabres are coming into tonight's contest 12-3-2, scoring 5 goals per game and allowing only 3 goals per game. On the power play, the Sabres have a 26.7%, and for the penalty kill, that is very impressive with 80.8%. In the last 10 games, the Sabres are 9-1, outscoring their opponents 54-17. After tonight's game, there's 3 regular season games remaining. The next home game will be this Friday at the VFW Sports Center as they take on the Blue Jays from Jamestown. And in the following week, on February 5th, they will take on a crosstown rival, Bismarck Century Patriots. And on February 12th, they will take on the Cross River rivals, the Mandan Braves. Then after that, around February 19th to the 21st, I believe that is going to be the WDA tournament with the state tournament 1 week afterwards. Your Sabres are co-coached by Wade Davison and Ryan Farragher, assisted by Trey Countsman. Bottineau is coming into tonight's contest 3-11-1, and they are head coached by Jesse Nosdahl, assisted coached by Cody Bedlowing, Cody Brooks, and Cole Beats Riley. With that, both teams are on the ice. As we get set to take the puck drop here in Bottineau, we'll let you know who's going to be the starters for tonight's game. Starting the Sabres, we're gonna
welcome to tonight's varsity hockey matchup featuring the visiting team from Bismarck Legacy. Please welcome the Sabres. And please welcome the home team, your Bottineau-Rugby Braves. We would like to extend a special welcome to the Sabres and their faithful. We're glad to have you with us in Bottineau this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet the starting lineup for the Bismarck Legacy Sabres. Starting for Legacy on defense, wearing number 6, O'Rashie. Starting for the Sabres on defense, wearing number 34, Carter Boone.
Defensively for the Sabres, as you can hear over the sound system, we're going to have Bo Rashke and Carter Hoon. Starting for the forwards, we're going to have number 8, Harrison Johnson. Number 15, Beckham Priestley McKay.
And starting for Bismarck, at forward, wearing number 16,
and number 16, Ben Garley. And between the pipes for the Sabres is going to be Brody Crumwitty.
Entrance of the Bismarck Legacy Sabres. Sabres are coached by head coach Ryan Farraher, along with assistants Trey Kaufman, Grant Skivicki, and Zach Risky. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet the starting lineup for your Bottineau-Rugby Braves.
As we get ready for the Braves starting lineup.
Starting for your Braves on defense, wearing number 14, Landon Siemens.
Landon Siemens, number 14 defenseman.
On defense, wearing number 23, Brecken Bowl.
Brecken Bowl, another defenseman.
Starting for your Braves and forward, wearing number
both
7,
seniors.
Casey Freeman.
And a junior, Casey Freeman, starting as a forward.
Starting forward for your Braves, wearing number 8, Peyton Getzlaff.
Peyton Getzlaff, another junior.
Starting for your Braves and forward, wearing number 17,
Lucas Getzlaff. He's a senior. And in net, Rowan Cheshire.
Wearing number 1, Rowan Cheshire.
He's a senior. And now we will have the national anthem right above the red line. So please take a moment to honor our nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you please rise if you are able. Remove your head cover, including hoodies, face the flags, as we honor America with our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And your officials for this matchup, referees Jared Hansen and Tony Strand, along with
as we get ready for the puck drop in the first period. Starting for your Sabres in net is Brody Crumwoody. Defensively, they're going to have number 34, Carter Hoon, and number 6, Bo Raschke. And for the forwards, centering the line, the top line is Harrison Johnson, along with number 16, Ben Garley, and number 15, Beckham Priestley McKay.
Let's play
Face off won by the Sabres. Raschke with the puck, getting it up and out of reach of Presley McKay, cutting in, and it's taken away by the Braves. Picked up by number 8.
And I must say, their student section, ruthless. Me and Evan were walking past them. They had everything to say to us.
Yeah, well, we'll let the scoreboard tell the story of how tonight's going to end.
Yep. I can't wait to be up by 4 and then walk past them. I bet you they won't have anything to say then.
Johnson getting across center ice. He drops at the Garley shot. That's going to hit Johnson in the pad. Into the corner. Garley has the puck. Gets it down low. Picked up by number 14, Simmons. Cross ice pass over to 21, who is Glasner. Held in the corner by the Braves. Poked forward by... and offside on the Sabres. As I believe Renz is offside. He's throwing me off with wearing Jackson Peterson's jersey. Did he forbid this by any chance?
Must have. Must have.
Renz wins the faceoff back to Berger. Tries to get it over to Miller. Schwann picks up the loose puck. Gets it over to the far side for Berger. Off the stick of Jerome. Back to Berger at center ice. Back deep into his own zone. Poke forward by Jerome. Wolf sends that one around the net. High off the glass. Schwann tries to get it up to Jerome, just out of reach of the stick. And the Braves try to get it around Berger, but that's going to hit the referee in the skates and go behind Cheshire. They're going to say icing coming up on the Braves with 15:09 remaining in the first period in the scoreless first. I'm your host, Tim Zander, alongside long-time first-timer Liam Streeble up here in the broadcast booth. How are you feeling tonight, Liam?
Cold. That's it. Honestly, just cold. And kind of violated, honestly, after walking past that Bottineau student section. They tore me apart, let me tell you.
Now you know how Vikings fans feel when they go to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Cross ice pass. Zander trying to get back for it as Essinger is going to help him out. Out to the point, that's going to be up and out of play. We want to thank everybody for watching tonight's broadcast. Wherever you may be, let us know in the comments, as we had some from Idaho and Montana watching in the JV game. Face off to the left side of Crumwoody. Raschke backhands that up to Garley. Tries to get it to Presley McKay. And Hoon back in his own zone behind Crumwoody. Raschke gets that over to Garley off his stick, but that's going to be turned aside by Bottineau-Rugby's Getzlaw. Off the stick of Presley McKay and into the stick of Brecken Bowl. He's going to try and flip that one by Garley. He's able to do so, cutting in on the middle and getting caught offside. It was Casey Freeman. 14-11 remaining in the first period. 0-0 is the score. What do you think of the pace so far, Liam?
I think the pace is pretty good. Bottineau, they might not have the best record, but I think that they're a pretty skilled team. They're big, and they can throw the body around pretty well.
Bottineau coming in at the slot here, trying to get it around, but it's knocked away by the Sabres. Picked up by Jerome, but his pocket is picked by Barch. Barch trying to get around the defense as Berger backs around. Comes to the point. That hits someone in front. As Renz gets it up to Jerome. Jerome out to the point for Berger. Shot. That one hits Cheshire and goes into the corner. Miller able to hold that down below the goal line as it's going to squirt out into the far corner as Jerome's going to pick it up. Cutting to the half wall. That goes off the skates of Gavin Barch. And we're going to get a hand pass on Berger. Berger disagreeing with the call. That's going to come outside the zone of the Braves. As always, got to make my disclaimer that I do not own the rights or have the permission or control of anything that's played over the PA system, so that our YouTube algorithm doesn't block us in some countries and territories. Face off to the right side of Drumwoody as Rude steps in to take the draw. He's out there with Madison and Matt Johnson. Nice pass by Matt Johnson to find Madison. That one's knocked Madison off. That one's going to get by the Sabres defense. Drumwoody delayed reaction as he defense was going to get there a little bit quicker than he did. He played that one into the corner. As I got to get my fat hat out of the camera so you guys can see. 12:55 remaining in the first period. That one goes off the post as that one was through traffic.
That was a good shot, low and hard.
I think on a shot like that, a goalie just has to go off of instinct and hope that it doesn't get through. Blaze Miller with the puck in his own zone, sends it over to the far side for Miller. Taps that one forward off the stick of Madison. The Braves bringing it hard to the Sabres right away here in the beginning stages of the first period as Brody Berger picks it up in his zone, sends it around the net to be picked up by Blaze Miller. Off the skates at the half wall, held in by the Braves. That one's tipped in front by the Braves number 7, Casey Freeman. And that goes into the corner. Can't even really see the battle that's going on there. Out to the point. Chrisley McKay has 1-on-2. He has Garley. Shot up high. That Cheshire makes the save. As Garley sends that down below the goal line. Harrison Johnson trying to hold that one in. He's going to be helped. And that one gets by Rashke. 11:33 remaining in the scoreless first period. Face off to the right side of Cheshire. Schwann taking the face off, pushing that one forward. Rashke holding it in at the blue line. Shot that's going to hit defenseman in front. Rashke trying to step up on the play. Poked out by the Braves, Brady Glasner. Schwann trying to get around the edge. Gets by Kuhn as Rashke's going to have to play the angle and is able to get it by. Held in by fans wanting a call, but obviously they're armchair referees.
Yeah.
Kuhn trying to get that one down deep into the Brave zone. As Bossert gets the puck back to Kuntz. Glasner with the puck. As Bossert's going to pick it up. Kuntz with the puck, tries to lift that over the fence. Picked up by Xander. Over the far side for Esslinger. Off of Jerome's stick, picked up by Xander. Nice move by Xander to get that up to Jerome so quickly. Jerome trying to cut down on the left side, gets around one defense. Centering pass right there is Beckham, Chrisley McKay. The Braves coming in hard on that one. Last puck that's in. It's loose. That one's going to be tipped by Garley. That's going to be on net as Cheshire is going to have to turn that one aside. He's going to pass that one off to the Braves, Landon Siemens. Off the blue line. Miller trying to hold his man up. With 9:46 remaining in the first period, Braves get called on an icing. Good tempo here in the first period at the Lumber Dome in Bottineau. Bottineau co-oping with Rugby.
I have to say they can pack a barn, literally. They do a great job with their student body at games.
I'm just saying that because it's a small place and 10 people look like a big crowd.
Yeah, that is true.
Priestley McKay cutting in on it. Has Johnson right there. Tries to backhand it, knocked off the play. High off the boards. Blaze Miller trying to hold that one in. Could have a 2-on-1. As that one's poked away into the corner. Miller's going to send that one the length of the ice. On net, Cheshire, he has to make the save. And he presses that off the Bottineau's Brecken Bowl. Bowl high off the glass, chips that one forward to Peyton Getzlaff. As that comes off his stick and goes into the Sabres zone with 8:54 remaining in the first period. In a scoreless period, that is. Hard off the boards. Max Johnson tries to get that one off, but it hits the upright on the boards and comes back and out of the zone. One thing is Bottineau knows where all the soft spots are on these
Yes, they
boards.
do.
Out to the left point, that's going to be a glove save by
They're
Crumley.
used to the cold conditions, used to the colder ice, used to everything.
Jacob Coots getting the shot from the left side. Crumwoody able to watch that one all the way into the mint with 8:30 remaining in the first period. Coots sends that one down below the goal line, picked up by Bart. Still with the puck, gets knocked off by Rude. Out to the point, that's going to be offside. As Rashke's going to pick that one up. That is a super delayed offside. As Rashke has the puck. Bouncing puck. Picked up this side by Hoon. He's going to backhand that, but it hits Bozzard. Comes out to center ice. Rashke trying to get that up to Rude, but it's intercepted by Cooper Beckham. Boom to the near side to Schwann. He backhands that up to the far side for Jerome. He tries to cut to the middle, gets it up to Rude, into his skates. Schwann along the board. There's one thing to learn about battle boards, ask Schwann, because he comes out, I bet you 95% of the time with the puck.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice toe drag by Jerome.
I think that tipped something in front too, something like it.
Sounded like hit something. As Cheshire gets the stoppage in play. 7:24 remaining in the scoreless first period. Face off to the right side, left side of Cheshire. Svel wins the face off back. That comes off the board awkwardly.
Weird bounce.
Miller with the puck down in the zone. Trying to buy time, getting over to Berger off his skate. And the Braves send that blow behind the Sabres.
There you go, Blaze.
Miller with a big hit behind the net. Miller drop pass to Schwann. Shot up high on Cheshire. Save. Face off to the right side of Cheshire.
Another weird bounce.
Jerome gets a shot, and that goes behind the net, picked up by Johnson. He gets it down low to Presley McKay. Rashke trying to hold it in, able to do so. Held in by, and it's going to be taken away and knocked down the ice. We're going to get an ice one coming up on the Braves. All right, well, we got time for a dad joke there, Liam. So a pirate walks into a bar with a towel on his head. The bartender says, "Hey, what's with the paper towel?" The pirate says, "Arr, I've got a bounty on my head." You can laugh. I know you want to.
I hope the people at home thought that one was funny because I did not.
Face off to the left side of Cheshire as Harrison Johnson takes the face off. He's going up against Bottineau's Peyton Getzlaff. That one's held in at the line by Berger. He's going to pinch on the play. He's able to hold that one in. Nice job by Blaze Miller. Johnson with the puck. Backhands that over to Berger. Berger cutting across center ice. He's got time and space. Out to the point from Miller. Shot coming. That one's going to hit Beckham in front. Braves get it into the corner as Madison with the puck gets up to and out of the zone as Bossert sends that back into the Sabres zone. That one's going to go off Max Johnson behind Crumwoody to be picked up by Berger. To the near side at the half wall. Bouncing puck picked up by Madison, getting across center ice. Madison by himself. Shot. He tries to go on the long side, blocker side. That one goes to the wall. The battle down low. Madison trying to come out with it. He's able to pick the pocket of the Braves. Number 12, Jacob Kuntz out to the point for Hoon. Near side for that one hits. That one hit number 20, Bossert, and that one went behind the net as it's held in by Raschke at the point. And Wren's getting checked from behind as that puck was coming near him. Cheshire able to watch that one into the one spot in the goal that gets 100% save percentage. The belly.
Right in the logo.
Face off, tipped away. Hoon's going to have to get on his horse. Raschke gets that one down deep in the Brave zone. Cheshire coming up, play it out. Turnover behind the net, picked up by Renz. He's going to kind of pull down from behind. Hopefully he doesn't get a retaliatory penalty as it's held in by Schwann along the boards. Tries to get it around the defenseman. Picked up by Siemens, and the Braves able to get that one up. And they're going to get a line change. Miller. That one comes up and out. Pushed forward by Miller. As Siemens dribbles that one around to be picked up by number 17, Getzlaff. Sabres having a tough time right now connecting on the pass.
Yeah, well, Bottineau's doing a great job at pressuring. Their first guy hard is always pressuring well. And Bottineau's neutral zone game is very good. It's a little hesitation when the defense gets the puck where he doesn't have an option is where we have turnovers.
Garlic tries to chip that one forward. That one hits Garley. As Lucas Getzlaff gets the puck taken away by Peyton Getzlaff. Getzlaff brothers out together. Presley McKay trying to win the race to the loose puck. He gets there, but it's tipped away, and he's going to come all the way back. As Hoon has the puck down low, he's going to rim it around. It's going to be picked up by the Braves. Peyton Getzlaff. The puck gets knocked away by him as Harrison Johnson tries to knock his man off the puck. Hoon with the puck behind Crumwoody to Johnson. Garley with the puck across center ice. He flips that into the Brave zone to be picked up by number 23, Brecken Bowl. Cross ice pass over to his brother, Bryant Bowl, or cousin.
Jerome's going to go for 2 for a slashing here. Pretty weak call in my opinion.
Bottineau on the first power play of the evening.
Let me tell you, they are not going to be nice to Isaac Jerome in that box.
Nope, they're already asking if he wants some popcorn. Puck comes out to the point to Siemens, down low. Special teams for the Sabres as Blaze Miller, along with Cooper Schwann, Brody Berger, and Tyler Renz. Shot that hit somebody in front, goes into the corner to be picked up by Renz. He's going to try and get that out. It's gloved down by Bossard. Sabres able to get that one down deep to kill off the penalty with 1:15 remaining to kill some time off the penalty. As Bossard with a head of steam trying to get into the zone, able to do so, and the Sabres send that the length of the ice to kill off a few more seconds with 1 minute remaining on the power play for the Braves. Nice stick by Raschke. Coon's going to get that off the board, bounces it out center ice. As we had 1 minute remaining in a scoreless period. 43 seconds remaining on the penalty to Jerome. As the Sabres able to clear that out. Good job by the penalty kill for the Sabres.
Yeah, they were playing very well.
Haven't given the Braves much opportunity to set it up in their own zone.
Pressuring before they even get into the zone. I see that mistake a lot where the penalty kill will just let them get into the zone and set up. But Sabres aren't doing that right now. They're stopping them cold at the blue line.
Face-off coming out of the Sabres zone as Priestley McKay is going to go up against Casey Freeman. Schwann trying to get to the loose puck, trying to win the race there. As he was able to get there, but Berkshire was able to get that out. Sabres able to clear that one out. As Trishire is going to have to play it behind his own net. He better be careful the way he's stick handling. He may put that in his own net. 10 seconds remaining in the period. Both teams even strength. That one comes off the boards hard. Priestley McKay trying to battle along the near boards. And that's going to be the end of the first period as we go into a scoreless first period. Sabres out shooting the Braves 7-4. With that, we're going to give you the Zam Cam. Make sure you go fill up those coffee mugs or maybe after dinner drinks. Grab that last cupcake, piece of pie, and we'll be back in about 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm your host, Tim Zander, alongside Liam Striegel. Thanks for watching Legacy Sabres Hockey. Welcome back to the Lumber Dome here in Bottineau, as both teams have now come back from the intermission and have entered the ice, as the top line is going to be starting for the Sabres and for the Braves. In a 0-0 game, we have 17 minutes on the clock. Face-off won by the Sabres. Rashke with the puck. Survey, come to the near side. Johnson tips that one forward, picked up by number 14, Landon Siemens. That one is picked up by Garley. Gets it ahead of Johnson.
Nice.
Tries to stuff that one forward. Out to the point for Rashke on the left side. Dancing around. That one goes off the side of the net as Harrison picks up the puck. Centering pass goes to Garley. He gets it up to Presley McKay. Getting across center ice. Down the left side. Able to get it to Johnson. Fans on his shot.
Man.
Presley McKay gets tripped up in front of the net. Knocked over, and that's going to come out. As Berger's going to have to pick up the puck down in his own zone. Sends it to the near side. Off the stick of Jerome. As he and Renz had a miscommunication. Puck the stick away by the Braves. Berger sends that one up to Schwann, gets it to the near side for Jerome off his stick.
That is interference.
As number 14, Landon Siemens, steps in front of him. And Renz gets that one down deep. Out to the point for Miller. Shot coming from the point, that's tipped in front, goes to the end boards. One's going to get flipped out of play by Brecken Bowl. Face-off be taken by Jerome to the left side of Cheshire. He's going up against Gavin Barch. That one's turned aside by Bossert. Held in. Oh! That hit Kuntz like right in the helmet. He watched that one right down the barrel. Out to the point for Miller. He's going to send that down below the goal line to be picked up by Schwann. Still has a puck, backhands it, but it's picked up by Barch to be sent out to the point. Able to get around one defender as Miller sends that one deep. Barch picking up the puck. Schwann battling along the near side. He gets knocked off the play by Bull. Held in by Johnson at the blue line. As that one hits Renz, he gets a shot on, and Cheshire sends that one into the netting. 14:25 in a scoreless second period. As a face-off to the right side of Cheshire, Roots taking the draw. He's out there with Max Johnson and Madison. Shot, glove save by Cheshire as the Sabres come in. Root getting pushed around by a couple Braves players. Standing his ground as Cheshire's got a few words for him. 14:20 remaining in the second.
Man, Cheshire's a big goaltender. You got to get him moving to score on him.
Johnson over to Hoon. He sends that into the corner. Held in at the blue line. Taken away by Sweet. Sweet coming in on his left side. Poked away by Hoon. Sweet and Hoon battling into the corner. Max Johnson with the puck, but it's taken away by Hoon. Able to get that up to Madison as he stripped forward. Hoon picking up down low. Into the corner that gets by him. Into the skates of Johnson as players make a rude sandwich. And it comes out to the point for Rashke. He's going to get a shot. Redirected in front. That one popping up in front of Cheshire. That one's knocked away as Hoon pinching on the play. Pulls his man up enough for Madison to play that one off. As Bristol has the puck, he's going to get a shave. Crumwoody's going to get the save. Rasky getting it up to Madison. Not able to get it out. Held in by the Braves. They chip it forward. Crumwoody making the save into the corner. As the Braves get it out to the point. That one's going to get a shot. Crumwoody with the save into the corner. Once again, now down below the goal line, picked up by Rude. Rude loses the puck.
Oh!
And that one comes all the way down for Churchshire to play. And we're going to get the Sabres on a line change. Got a 3-on-2 centering pass. That's picked up by Johnson. Tries to get that forward by Garley.
Luckily, we're quick. Man,
that was scary, as it was the wrong time for the Sabres to get a line change. Crumwoody was all by himself. 2 players coming in, Miller and Berger having to come off the bench with some urgency to get back on defense to help Crumwoody out. 12:49 remaining in the second period. 0-0 is the score. Shots are in favor of the Sabres, 11-7. Puck taken away by Berger. Sveit trying to, or excuse me, that was Lucas Getzlaff trying to knock his man loose. That goes off the stick of Garley, and they're going to say icing. As Garley was right here in the red line.
It was close. It was close.
We want to thank everybody for watching tonight's broadcast. Throw us up a comment in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the geographic of what we're covering as we bring the games to you live from Bottineau, North Dakota. Johnson with the face-off win gets it to the near side for Garley. Off his stick. And we're going to have, I don't know how we didn't have a slash on Bottineau's number 7, Freeman, as he came in there to take that puck away from Miller.
Yeah, that was...
Face-off won by the Braves. That is taken away by Presley McKay. That's going to hit somebody in front. He gets cross-checked from behind, picked up, centering pass.
Berger goes down.
Near boards, that one gets all the way through as Miller picks it up by Crumwoody. Stretch pass up forward by Johnson. 11:55 remaining in the second period as the Braves bring it to the near side. Picked up by Barch. He gets it to the far side for Glasner. That one's up and out of play.
That even would have been out of play on regular size glass. This has to be illegal. How low this glass is. This is the lowest glass, I think, in the state.
Yeah, most players here are just as tall as the glass. As Renz gets tossed out of the face-off circle, they're going to put Schwann in there to help him out. Face-off won by Schwann. Kuhn picking it up in his own zone, trying to get it around Barch. Braves with the puck, getting it into the corner. Raschke's there to help out as Glasner's with the puck, battling against Raschke. Coming in to help his Renz. Ball's in there to help. Ball with the puck, gets it back to Glasner. Circling around into Gretzky's office. He's going to get knocked off the play by Hoon. Glasner picks up the puck down below. Gets a shot. Crumwoody with the save as Raschke picks it up. He sends it off the boards. Chip forward and out. And the Braves are going to have to regroup. They send it down into the Sabres zone. Sabres having a tough time getting the puck off ice as Rome picks up the puck. Cut to the middle.
Ew.
Shot!
Oh.
Saved by Chipper.
Almost.
Another save! Another poke at it! Renz. Renz and Bossard battling behind the net.
Impressive stop.
Chester able to get across the creases. It looked like Berger and Renz had an opportunity to stuff that one home. Face off to the right side of Cheshire. Braves win that one around. Berger pinching on the play. I can't quite see as it comes out to center ice into the skates of Miller. He's going to send that one around. Cheshire plays it behind his own net. Holt trying to get out there to help out. Held. Braves able to chip that down into the zone. Fourth line out there for the Sabres as they have Chafee along with Wetzel and Holt. Out to the point. That's a shot and a ripper blocker save. That one coming from Carson Coleman. As the Braves able to get that down in the Sabres zone. Miller trying to get it past. Gets it up to Holt. He's going to get a shot on net as Cheshire has to make the save. Johnson, fans on his
fans
shot.
on it again.
Out to Hoon from the point. He sends that into the corner to be picked up. Chrysler McKay. Raschke wins the foot race to the loose puck with Getzlaff. But Freeman sends that out to the point as that shot into the corner. And that's going to be touched up offsides on the Braves. I don't know, do you think that trip had something to do with how the guys are playing? I mean, it's like they're not firing. They're all on the same page as far as where they're going to be and what needs to happen.
Bottineau's bringing another fast-paced game. I don't think we were ready for that coming out of the gate. I've been seeing a few whiffs, a few rushed passes. I think we need to settle it down.
Berger picks up the puck in his own zone, skating in front of Crumlitty. Trying to take the space that the Braves are going to give him. Hard off the boards, get it up to Garley off his stick. Getting across, tries to shovel past that one forward. And the Braves are going to get caught offside. Excuse me, icing. Good evening to everybody watching tonight's game. We have a 0-0 game with 8:05 remaining in the second period. Sabres battling the Braves. Right now the Braves winning every loose puck battle along the boards, and just seem to be outplaying the Sabres.
I find it that the Braves are being more physical than the Sabres right now. And I think that has to do with their percentage of winning puck battles, is we're afraid to get into the corners with them.
Braves definitely throwing the body to the Sabres. Shot coming, and that one went wide. Held in at the point, off the stick. Johnson tries to come in, and Wood sends that one down into the Braves zone. Braves, Lennon Siemens with the puck. Sends that one up and out of the netting. And that one's going to be down to the left side of Cheshire.
Still out shooting them, though. Braves just can't set up in the offensive zone.
Bren's taking the draw against Barch. That one's swimming around to the far side. Jerome's pocket pick. We have Essinger out there to help. Shot, come ready, save. Goal as that rebound comes out in front. And that is Bull able to get the goal for the Braves to go up to a 1-0 lead. Push forward, Presley McKay with the shot coming, saved by Chester. Another save out in front. Some quick shots on goal by Garley. Presley McKay trying to tie the game up with 6:50 remaining in the second period. Braves on top. Score 1-0. Face-off won by the Sabres, held in by Raschke. Here's a shot.
There we
goal
go!
by Raschke to tie it up with 1-1 with 6:45 remaining in the second period. That's Raschke from the point. It looks like Presley McKay is going to get the goal. Maybe he tipped it?
Yes. Beckham, Preston McKay tipped. Great shot by Bo Raschke.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your goal. Scored forward by the Legacy Sabres. Number 13, Arthur Madison. Blessing by number 6, Bill Raschke. And 3, Harrison Johnson. That's Madison, Bill Raschke, and Johnson. That goal will be 10-15 of the second period.
Here's your Legacy Sabres scoring. Number 15, Beckham Presley McKay getting the assist from number 6, Bo Raschke, and number 8, Harrison Johnson to make it a 1-1 game with 6:14 remaining in the second period. What?
Do you have another Braves one? I want to see how old they are, because I'm pretty sure this team is very junior and senior heavy.
Definitely junior, senior heavy. You are correct. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seniors.
Holy.
So in 2 years, they are going to be graduating a lot.
17 juniors. That's a pretty big hockey class.
Berger knocked off the play, saved by Crumwitty. As Jerome picks up the puck, getting across center ice. That puck gets knocked apart by number 12, Jacob Kuntz, but it's knocked into the Braves' zone, into the corner. Oh, that one shot coming from the point. Berger able to get through traffic. Schwann with the puck, cutting to the middle, out to the point for Miller. Off his stick,
Blaze keeps it.
Schwann gets it up to Renz, to Jerome. Shot that's going to hit the pads. Trishar trying to make the save. Kuhn going to have to get out. Zvit on the race. Zvit gets a shot, but that hits the Kuhn stick, goes into the corner. And that one's sent behind the net of Crumwitty as Miller picks it up. He gets pushed into the corner by the Braves, number 24, Caden Bristol. Kuhn behind his own net, sends it over to Miller. And we're going to get an icing coming up on the Sabres with 4:36 remaining in a tied game. 1-1 apiece. Watching from Florida. Thank you so much for watching the broadcast. Johnson taking the face-off against Getzlaff. Won by the Sabres. That one's sent all the way around. Out to the point, into the skates of Garley. Picked up, shot, redirected behind the net and into the netting.
Braves are doing a pretty good job of getting traffic to the net.
Yeah, and even with little short passes, recognizing where their players are at, getting it into open ice so their teammates can skate to the puck.
Yep.
Rashke gets the puck up to Priestley McKay. He gets it around. How is that not interference?
I don't know, but that should have been.
Rashke with the puck in his skates. Centering pass by Bottineau. And they go right over the shoulder as the Sabres have a tough time of getting the puck out. Can't clear the zone. And Landon Simons gets the go-ahead goal with 3:51 remaining in the second period.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your goal. Scoring for your Bottineau-Rugby Braves,
Berger takes that one in the back of the leg into the corner to be picked up by Rude. Gets the puck knocked away by Sveet. Madison gets it up and out to Johnson. Sveet trying to come in there, trying to finish his check into the corner, but Johnson able to defend that one off. Puck picked up by Madison as Miller picks up the loose puck center ice. We're going to get a penalty coming up on Schweitz as Miller does a retaliatory penalty as he couldn't withhold his composure. As Schweitz comes in there checking.
Ruthless indeed.
Coincidental minors to the Sabres and Braves.
They are letting Miller here in the box.
Miller going to the box.
We're going to have a 4-on-4 for 2 minutes and then a 3-minute Sabre power play.
5-minute penalty to Sveet from the Braves. 5 minutes for boarding. Four-on-4 for the next 2 minutes with 3:06 remaining in the second period. Face-off won by the Sabres. Shot redirected in front, bouncing puck. Braves not able to get it out. Boone tripped up. Rashke with the puck, gets it up to Drew. Off his stick, taken away by Barch. Centering pass, that gets all the way through traffic. Charlie, excuse me, that is Jerome with the puck. Tries to get around the defense. Cheshire having to make the save. As Jerome trying to make something happen with 2:38 remaining in the period. 2-1 is the score. Braves on top of the Sabres. The go-ahead goal by Landon Siemens. Johnson taking the face-off against Getzlaff. Down to the left side of Cheshire.
One's got to come off.
Both teams having too many players on the ice. Face-off won by the Braves. As the shot comes up redirected, and that's turned aside by Cheshire. Backhanded to Priestley McKay. Tries to get it to the far side. Nice pass by, gets it to Rash. Easy. Berger shot up high.
shoot that a little bit faster.
And you get Cheshire coming across the crease like that, you may
Yep.
get him on the blocker side, above the shoulder. That one hits Johnson in the pads, goes down below the goal line to be picked up by Rashke. Off to Johnson. Off the stick of Presley McKay. That's going to be played by Cheshire behind the net with 2 minutes remaining in the period. They're going to send that to the far side. Bouncing puck. That's going to hit the referee. And they're going to have to regroup. Braves send it back. DDD passing. Bouncing puck. That one goes in front of Crumwoody. As Wilder sends that around to Esslinger. Esslinger punches that one forward up by Renz. Off his stick. Pushes that one forward around. And that's going to come out as Esslinger is going to send that into the zone. Esslinger able to hold that one at center ice. Schwann trying to push that one forward, picked up by Siemens. He sends it behind Berkshire over to and up and out. Sabres full strength. Schwann coming down the right side, getting below the goal line, held up along the boards. Johnson with the shot is now the Sabres on a power play for the next 3 minutes with 52 seconds remaining in the period. Schwann down low, goal line, centering pass over to Johnson, off his stick. Puck taken away by Johnson. Getting across the blue line, shot coming, and a glove save by Cheshire.
I fear we're trying to be a little too individual. Seeing a lot of trying to dangle through the man instead of chip deep or pass.
4 guys standing at the blue line while we come in across there. 29 seconds remaining in the second period. 2-1 is the score. Braves on top of the Sabres. Sabres win the face-off to the right side for Garley. He gets a shot and glove saved by Cheshire. Rowan Cheshire keeping him in the game as the Sabres getting some shots on net here in the late stages of the second period. Face off to the right side of Cheshire. Taken away by Garley. He sends it, I can't see. Johnson behind the net. Christian came out in front. That hit the stick. Rowan Cheshire playing that one beautifully. 5 seconds remaining in the second period. Garley chips that one forward. The Sabres having a tough time even holding on to it in the last 10 seconds. 1:54 remaining on the penalty to Sadiq. As both teams head to the locker room. Sabres trailing the Braves 2-1. With that, we're going to give you the Zamcam. I'm your host, Tim Zanner, alongside Liam Striebel saying thanks for watching Legacy Sabres Hockey. Welcome to back to the ice, your Legacy Sabres. As we wait for the puck drop, the top line is out there for the forwards, and defensively, the Sabres are out there with whom? That's Rashke. 1:39 remaining on the penalty to Savit. 16:40 remaining in the period. Rashke, draw pass. It's up to Jerome, right side. He's going to wheel that one around. He's going to go over to Priestley McKay. Out to the point for Johnson. That's going to be off the stick. Out to the point for Johnson. Back to Rashke. Johnson setting it up. Far side. Oh, shot that hits Cheshire. As that is Garley's spot right there on the face-off dot. And Cheshire able to make a stoppage in play as that sounded like it hit him in the lid. Great scoring opportunity right there for the Sabres as Cheshire looks like he may be a little shaken up. Will that affect him in the stages as they drop the puck and he's not even ready? Rashke able to hold that in, gets it to the far side for Johnson. Circling in, and a power play goal by Johnson! Assisted by Rashke. What a shot by Harrison Johnson to beat Cheshire over the shoulder. Makes you wonder if that shot that came in from Garley affected him at all. 2-2 score, 16:07 remaining in the third period. Crumwoody backhands that around to Johnson. 1 minute remaining on the penalty to the major, to Savit. Johnson across center ice, gets it up to Presley McKay. Drop pass to Rashke, over to the far side for Johnson. Tries to get it through traffic, not able to do so, and the Braves able to send that one down the length of the ice. Crumwoody playing the puck, gets it to Rashke. Back to Johnson, up to Presley McKay, getting across the blue line. Up to Johnson. Johnson with it. Oh, he had Jerome lined up. Garley gets it to the far side. Johnson picking it up, pushes that one forward. Out to the point. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Out, and it's just off the stick of Rashke, and it's going to come out to center ice. Sabres having to regroup. Johnson with the puck. He's going to rim that one around as Jerome is on the forward check. Braves full strength. They're going to say high stick by Miller. They're going to say outside the zone. 2-2 is the score inside of 15 minutes remaining in the regulation. As the faceoff's going to take place to the right side of Crumwoody. Garley taking the draw against Barch. Berger backhands it around Crumwoody. Picked up by Renz. Sent to the far side. Braves. Number 14, Landon Siemens gets it out to the point. Held in by... Oh, Madison tried to go to the short side on that one. Not able to do so. Held in by Berger. Picked up by Miller. Held in the zone. Miller able to get a stick on that. That one's... I don't know how that didn't go out. That came out of the netting weird. Kind of weird, spectators having to stand because the glass is all fogged up. Sabres get that deep into the Brave zone, picked up by Siemens, held in by Berger, pinching on the plate. Schwann battling along the boards, held up by Sveit. He's out of the box as both teams are even strength with a 2-2 game. Puck squirts loose. As Garley's battling for the puck, comes out to the point, taken by Johnson. He gets a centering pass, and that goes off to Schwann in front. And we got Cheshire throwing punches at Schwann and no call. Another shot, big rebound out to the point. Cooper Beckham with the puck, gets that deep behind Crumwoody. Boone with the puck. Gets it up to Weasley McKay. Coming down, he has one man to beat. Fans on the pass. He's going to pick it up down below the goal line. Rolling it up against the Braves, doing a little extra activity after the play is gone. Rapid creasing McKay up, almost having him in a headlock behind the play and no call. Schwann battling in front in the crease, taking on two Braves players as Cheshire is in there just shy of throwing haymakers. As the faceoff's going to take place to the left of Cheshire. Looks like faceoff's won by Renz, but it's picked up and out. Jerome tries to hold that in. Picked up by Schwann, far side, tries to get it down low, and it comes into the skates of Barch. Barch trying to get that one deep, gets rubbed off the puck. As Miller, that one goes off the referee's skate. Berger having to play the puck. It's the far side for Jerome, cross center ice. Trying to cut it to the middle, but that's poke checked away, but held in by Berger. Berger with the puck, gets it to Jerome. Circling in, coming in, backdrop pass to Schwann. Shot, that one hits Cheshire. And what referee calls the play dead as that one bounces out. He acknowledges that it's his fault. Interesting.
Strange.
Inadvertent whistle by the referee. Face-off down in the Braves zone. 12 minutes remaining in a 2-2 game. Johnson takes the face-off against Getzlaff. And the Braves win the face-off. Rashke pinching on the play.
I have noticed Cheshire takes pokes at the shots when they come to him. And a lot of the times that puck squirts out of his glove.
Good call. Boom. Chips that one in with his 50-degree wedge. Gets it down below the goal line as Johnson takes the puck away. He's battling with Presley McKay out to the point for Rashke. That's a shot on net.
Ooh,
that one
that
under the
didn't tip,
pad.
that was going in. That was a perfect shot. Right above the pad and right under the glove.
Crumwoody watching that one in the corner. Hoon picks it up far side. He tries to get that one forward to Garley. Not enough on it. Garley tries to push that forward to Hoon. Not able to get there. That one hits the glove of Harrison Johnson and goes up into the netting. I don't really think Garley or Brody saw that one coming in.
No, I didn't.
11 minutes remaining in the third period. 2-2 is the score. Shots are in favor of the Sabres, 24-14. As the faceoff taking place to the left side of Crumwoody. You know what we need to turn this momentum around, Liam?
What?
A good dad joke.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Who can shave 30 times a day and still have a beard?
Who?
A barber.
That was not a force off at all. Not one bit.
Do you know why good-looking people are busier than average-looking people?
Why?
I'll tell you later. I'm very busy right now.
Nice.
3-on-2 as the Sabres come into the zone. It's poke checked away by Bossert, but held in at the half wall. Far side picked up by Berger. He's going to send that down below the net, bouncing puck on the side. There was like a late hit coming in from the Braves. I think we're going to get a penalty up on him as we get an extra attacker for the Sabres. Berger with a shot in the point that goes into the corner. As Jerome recognizing that they have an extra attacker coming in all by himself, cutting to the middle. Oh. That's poke checked away.
Their sticks are very good. Bottineau's always getting their stick up. Every time.
They are definitely in the passing lanes.
That was also not a very smart hit with 9 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock. You would not want to take a penalty now.
Not in a close game like this.
Especially with Legacy's killer power play.
Out to the point for Rashke. He sends that down below the goal line to be picked up the near side by Garley. Down low to Priestley McKay. Excuse me, that's out to Jerome. Garley with a shot. Had Priestley McKay on the doorstep. Priestley McKay picks it up. Cuts to the middle shot.
Ooh, right there.
And that one's poke checked away. Just like you said right there, Liam, they got their sticks on that and got that away as
I noticed that since we played them in the beginning. They're very good at closing out the house and getting sticks on pucks.
Priestley came trying to make something happen on 4-on-1. Take it away in front. Nice play by Bartz, trying to go through the legs to find Crumwood. Spreading the legs a little bit to get the 5-hole. Not able to do so as that one went into the corner, but an unexpected play by Bartz. Johnson gets it to the near side for Garley. Waiting for some misfires on that one. Picked up by Rashke. Over to the far side for Johnson. Priestley McKay. Back to Johnson. Rashke. Shot. That one's up high. Didn't miss by much as Priestley McKay come crashing in. That goes off his stick. Get into the half wall. Garley out to the point for Rashke. Far side for Johnson. Playing it off the boards. Locking in at the face-off dot. Waiting, Churchshire's out of his net, and he's going to knock that one off. Churchshire and Jerome having a few words for each other. Churchshire is getting pumped up for something. As Harrison coming around the net, Churchshire way out of his net, sliding across the crease, knocking the net off its moorings. With 8:13 remaining in this tie game at 2 apiece. Braves send that one out. 24 seconds remaining on the power play for the Sabres as Hoon picks it up behind his own net. Sends it around to the near side for Berger. Berger circles around behind his own net. To Hoon. Tries to poke that one forward, not able to do so. Ren's going to pick it up on the near side. Rude knocked off the puck. Crumity with it, gives it to Hoon. Nice play by Madison to play the check, gets it up to Rude. He sends that deep. Cutting into the middle is Renz. He's getting knocked off the play by, I can't see who that is, number 20. That was Bossert. 3-on-2 coming in. Bartz drop pass picked up by, nice play by Crumwood.
Sitting in front.
Another shot coming from the point that hits one of the Sabres in front. Off the glass, picked up by Renz. That goes in. Crumwood does not see that coming through traffic.
No,
and the
it's called off.
They
No
wave
goal.
it off as they say he was offsides.
That is
Nice call by the linesman right there as Crumwood is saved by an offside call.
Woo! That is a scary one.
Inside of 7 minutes remaining on a disallowed goal for the Braves. They were called offside. Icing coming up on the Sabres. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a barn burner here in Bottineau at the Lumber Dome. Or the ice box.
Hopefully this barn does catch on fire for a little bit of warmth.
6:50 remaining in the third period. 2-2 is the score. Harrison Johnson taking the face off to the left side of Crumley. Rashke sends that one around, picked up at the point by Bossert. Trying to get held in. Hoon tried to get that one out, picked up at center ice by Siemens. Presley McKay putting on the brakes, getting that one deep. They're going to say no ice. Garley on the forecheck. Hoon trying to, that one's going to hit the netting as Hoon was pinching on the plate.
They're just winning every race to the puck. Bottineau seems to almost want it more.
Face off to the left side of Cheshire, taken away by the Sabres as Jerome has it in the corner. Tries to get it back door to Schwann. That one's going to come out. Miller going to send that into the zone. Held in by Schwann. Good stick by Schwann. Pushes that one forward, but it's taken away by Landon Siemens. Miller takes that one. And we're going to have Miller sending Gordy Glasner to the ice. Glasner stepping on the wrong set of tracks as Miller was there to meet him. .5:59 remaining in the third period. 2-2 is the score. Schwann takes the drop. One forward as Garley tries to backhand that one to the net. Excuse me, that was Renz, as he's wearing a different jersey because I believe he forgot he was at home. Braves trying to chip it out. Miller holds it in at the blue line. Gets it to Drum. Dribbles through. Back pass by Schwann. Bartz with the puck, cutting to the middle on Berger. Tries to go to the far side on Crumwitty. That one goes into the corner as Schwann picks it up. Puck taken away by the Braves, number 21, Glasner. Held in to be picked up behind the net of Crumwitty. Sabres can't get too lax now as this Braves getting a line change. Nice play by Schwann to get it up to Jerome. That should not have been outside. As Jerome picked up the loose puck, it was already across the blue line.
It's all right. It gets our first line out there.
We want to thank everybody for watching this broadcast on the YouTube channel Tizanism. We'll be back in action on Friday as the Sabres take on Jamestown. And round two, bouncing puck comes off the board. Cheshire having to play that one awkwardly, but it comes out to Hoon. He fans on it, able to keep it in his skates. Almost gets tripped up. We got a 2-on-1. 3-on-1. Glove save by Crumwitty.
I don't know what's with you today, but we seem to be whiffing a lot.
Full house here in Bottineau. We like to see all the fans make it from Bismarck. Out to the point, near side. Taken away by Presley McKay. Trying to win the race, gets knocked off the puck. Held in by Presley McKay. Gets it down low, and that one comes off the boards awkwardly. As Garley tries to backhand that one. Braves able to get that one out. Boom. Sends it to the near side for Raschke. Raschke's going to rim that one around, and it's going to be picked up by Siemens. Bristol with the puck. Gets knocked off the play into the corner. Berger backhands it to Raschke. Jerome able to try to get it around a couple of defenders. Sweet with it, trying to get it around Raschke. Picked up by Berger. Near side, Schwann pushes it forward to Jerome. That one gets knocked away by Bossert. Into the skates. Of Renz. And Miller has the puck down low. He's battling with Rude. Miller has the puck. Gets it out to the point for Renz. Ooh. As Jerome was there. But if he would have even got a stick on that, that would have been a high stick, right?
Yep.
Above the shoulders.
I don't know if you've noticed this. Cheshire's taking a whack at whoever's in front of the net.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely taking his shots. No wonder why they're called the Lumberjacks, because Cheshires learn. Can't go there. Not going there. As a battle in. Braves trying to get it out. Bartz with the puck. To the far side for Bull. That one's going to hit Berger. 3 minutes remaining in the third period. 2-2 is the score. Face off won by the Braves. They send it behind Crumley to be the near side. Into the skates of Miller. Hard off the boards, out of the zone. Sean gets it up to Jerome. Cutting in shot. Blocker save. Miller bats that one on net. Cheshire making the save. As Jerome skates into the crease with 2:37 remaining. Will this top line for the Sabres find some chemistry with some of their pinpoint accuracy to beat Cheshire? Presley McKay wins the... Sorry about that. Now we're reconnected. Garley trying to cut down in the middle. He's going to get a shot, and that's going to go up and out of play. 2:11 remaining in the third period. 2-2 is the score. Presley McKay. That one's chipped behind the Braves net. Chipping on the play was Boone. He's able to hold it in. Garley gets a shot from the point. Saved by Cheshire, I mean. Rashke gets a shot screen through the traffic, and Cheshire watches that one all the way into his glove. As number 8, Peyton Getzloff was standing in front. Braves send it to the far side. Cutting in around Hoon, trying to poke check it away. Coming around Drumwoody with some speed out to the point. Siemens with a shot, bouncing puck hard off the wall.
We need our wingers to get up to those points. We cannot keep letting them rain those shots.
That should be outside. You're watching Legacy Sabres hockey in Bottineau with 1:31 remaining in regulation. 2-2 is the score. As a faceoff takes place outside the Sabres zone with Renz taking the drop. He's out there with Jerome and Schwann. Faceoff one back into the Sabres zone, taken away by Miller. Coming out of the zone with some speed. Gets it around Bartz, taken away by Siemens. Cross ice pass over to Bossert. That one's coming around out to the point for Siemens. He's going to wind that one up behind the net. Siemens coming down the left side. Shot up high. Crumwoody gets enough on it to send that one out of the zone or out of play. 1 minute remaining in the period. Timeout. Bottineau Braves. What do you think, Strebel? What's the game plan here for the Sabres?
Lockdown defensive zone, honestly. We need our wingers to get out to those D-men quicker, because those defense cannot keep ripping those shots at Crumwoody.
Yeah, they're able to walk in from the blue line all the way to the top of the faceoff circle,
which is unacceptable.
55.9 seconds remaining in the third period.
Shots are 16-30, so Sabres are out shooting almost half.
All right, let's get those rally caps out there. Maybe a lucky rabbit's foot Make sure you rub it the right way to see if the Sabres can come home victorious here in the last minute of the third period. Face-off taking place down in the Sabres zone to the right side of Crumlitty.
I just looked down and I saw their thing, their sheet. They're gonna win it back to this D-man. The D-man's gonna pass it to other D-man. D-man's gonna fork off, take a shot, everybody crashes in that.
That coming from our eye in the sky, Liam Strebel, as he watches. That one's coming out to the point. Garley chips that one out. Siemens picks it up on the far side. To the near side as Bossert gets it to the centering pass. Taken away by Raschke. He chips that one forward. Can't get it out. Garley with the puck. Garley having just a little bit of a hard time with handling the puck tonight. That should be a nice one coming up on the Braves. 23 seconds remaining in regulation. And the face-off. Shoot.
I think Sabres are going to be ripping a timeout here. That's what.
Any predictions of who's going to get the game winner right here?
Game winner? Oh, what did I say?
Us right here. It's going to be a team effort. Sabres timeout.
I think they're going to get it up to Bo Raschke. Bo Raschke's going to take a shot and take one home.
Watching from the BHS hockey game. Thanks for watching. Who's BHS playing tonight, you know?
I do not know.
Face-off's going to be taking place down in the Brave zone with 23 seconds remaining as the Sabres are going to most likely put out their top line of Garley, Presley McKay, and Johnson.
Playing Hazen.
Oh, Hazen? Hopefully they're winning.
Yeah.
And Hoon and Raschke out there defensively. Johnson's going to be taking the face-off against Peyton Getzlaff. Getzlaff wins the face-off, sends that one out to the point. Hoon in his skates. And the Braves caught offside. I bet you guys would love to see that. I need one of those automatic cameras that follows the play.
We're probably going to go to overtime, which means we have to stay longer in this cold arena.
16 seconds remaining. Johnson trying to push that one forward. Braves win the faceoff into the zone. Glove saved by Crumlitty.
This is a big faceoff win.
Faceoff to the right side of Crumlitty. Johnson versus Getzlaff. Won by Johnson. Raschke's going to send it around to be picked up by Presley McKay. Backhands it up to Garley, out of reach. 2 seconds remaining. That's going to be the end of regulation.
We're going to overtime.
We will now go to overtime. I blame it on the jokes.
Yeah, that's definitely why.
Three-minute intermission as we head to overtime. 2-2 is the score. What special play would Liam Strebel have in his bag of witty plays?
For overtime? It depends if it's going to be a 5-on-5. Possessions key. 5-on-5. I think we just need to get into the zone, make a good play, and lock down defense, because the shots that Crummy's been seeing have been pretty rough.
Crumlitty saved on an offside goal, or a goal by the Braves. that they were caught offside.
Yeah.
Four saves for the 3-3 total of 15. Four saves for the 3-3 total of 15. And for Bottineau-Rugby, Braves number 1, Cheshire. 9 saves in the third for the 3-3 total of 28. Cheshire, 9 saves in the third for the 3-3 total of 28.
Looks like it's going to be 5-on-5 for the overtime frame.
I think we need our passes need to get better. That's for sure. I think we get our neutral zone and our passes down, and I think we will bring home the win.
Top line out for Legacy. Johnson taking the face off against Getzlaff. Rashke up to Presley McKay. He sends that deep in the zone. Garley forechecking on the play. Johnson gets a shot down. He hits
Off the helmet of Presley McKay.
He didn't see it coming, but that would have been a miraculous shot. Coming in, shot, that's going to be as Crumwoody making the save. Woo! Scary.
Very scary. Luckily, he has big shoulders.
Johnson taking the face-off. One back to Presley McKay. Over to the near side for Johnson. Cutting to the middle. Shot.
Oh, good shot.
Looked like Cheshire caught that behind him.
I don't think he was expecting that to go close side.
As Harrison got a screenshot off that. Face off in the Brave zone. Johnson. Excellent. Not doing my job. Face off in the Brave zone. 7:19 remaining in the overtime period. 2-2 is the score. As Johnson steps in to take the drop. One back. Braves pick it up. Getting across center ice. Poke checked away by Rashke. Presley McCabe taking his time, waiting. Got three guys standing at the line. That one gets the end boards, follows his shot behind the net as he's battling with Harrison. We got a 2-on-1 coming up if Miller doesn't get this puck out. If the Braves win, it is only because they want this more and they have been out-muscling the Sabres this entire game. Centering pass picked up by Miller, glove down. That one comes out. Braves are going to have to regroup. 6:13 remaining in the overtime frame. They're going to say icing on the Sabres. Johnson taking the face off against Barch. Push forward, be picked up by Berger. Renz, and that one hits the netting and goes out of play. Face off outside the Sabres zone. Oh, Brave zone. Renz takes the draw, won by Barch. He flips that forward behind the defense. He picked up by Miller. Miller behind his own net. Off the boards. And that's going to say it's touched. Schwann on the forward check, hoping to get there before Berkshire can get back to his net. Held in by Jerome into his skates. Barch with the puck. Taken away by Berger. Berger off the net, passes to himself. Up to Schwann. Schwann backhands it over to Jerome. He sends it down below the goal line to be picked up by Schwann. Schwann with the puck. Sends that down below the goal line to be picked up by Jerome. But it's chipped away by Siemens. And that one's going to be on net as Cheshire sends out one to Siemens. Saved by Crumwoody. We have inside of 5 minutes remaining in the overtime period. As the Braves battling down low into the Sabres zone to be picked up by Presley McKay. He's going to flip that forward. Is it going to get by the defense?
Yeah.
Farley's right there. Puts it on and then shot coming behind the net. He's held up by number 14, Landon Siemens. And nice play by, I believe that was Presley McKay, to get that up to Garley. Garley not able to finish on that. That's going to hit Johnson. Cromwell sends that one aside. Barch picking the puck up in the near side. Circling down below the goal line. Pushes that one forward past Johnson. Out to the point for the Braves. They're going to chip that one forward. Knocked down by Miller. Miller trying to push that around the defense as Schwann comes in to handle the play. Okay, let's see. Held in by Berger, taken away by Bull. Jerome with the puck. Hard off the boards. Nice play by Berger to get it up to Jerome.
Watch it. Oof, that was
trying to get through. Not able to get it through the legs as Renz holds it in. Backhands that down low. Poke checked away by the Braves. I can't see who that was. As the Braves flying a winger wide. Crumley lets that one go by.
get that up.
It should be an unsportsmanlike on the Braves for yelling at the ref like that. Shot. That
Ooh,
one
off
hits
the knob.
That could have ended the game right there. As we have 3 minutes remaining in the overtime period. 2-2 is the score here in the Lumber Dome. Thank you for everybody that has stuck with us through the overtime frame as we bring the games to you live. Face off in the zone, Brave zone. That one's chipped off the boards, held in by Rashke. Priestley McKay able to get it to up past Johnson and Hoon, but Rashke's there to pick it up. Barch on the pressure. Able to get it up to Presley McKay. 3-on-1. Poke check forward behind the defense. Garley's right there. He chips it behind out to Hoon. He tries to chip that one forward. He comes in and gets it down low. He kicks that one forward. That comes to Savit. Savit trying to get that past Johnson as Rashke gets a long stick on it. Held in at the half wall by Savit. Knocked down by Johnson. That's got to be scary for a goalie when your forward does that in front of you.
Has to be.
Johnson trying to get around the defense. Backhand.
Oh, almost.
Schwann upended in front of the Braves goal. Berger picking the puck up. Right in front. One of the Braves players right there. As Lucas tried to center that pass, wasn't able to do so. He picks it up down in the corner. Miller trying to get it out, held in by Siemens. Renz and Miller battling down low. Bouncing puck in front. Jerome with the puck. Cutting to the middle. Tries to poke, check it away. Why not just get a shot on that right there?
Yeah.
1 minute remaining as Crumwood gets a glove save.
Very necessary glove save.
Face off to the right side of Crumwood. Johnson taking the draw with 1 minute remaining in the overtime period. Johnson wins the face-off, pushes it to the left side for Priestley McKay. He pushes it down low as Siemens is going to pick it up in the corner. Johnson there battling for it along with Garley. Out to Hoon, to Raschke. Shot on net.
Nice.
And Cheshire able to get a glove save. Good puck movement by the Sabres as Raschke gets a shot from the point. We need one of those opportune times when Cheshire plays his glove wrong. We get a rebound. Priestley McKay taking the face-off. One by the Siemens, sends it around. The referee gets into the way. 30 seconds remaining in in the overtime frame. Oh, just a little too hard as Hoon had Garley streaking out of the zone. Just a little bit too much.
That could have been it.
That could have been the game winner there, but we're going to have to take a face-off down in the Sabre zone with 25 seconds remaining in overtime. Then we go to a shootout. I just want to be on the road home. Johnson taking the face-off. Able to get it out. Cross ice pass for the Braves. Poke check forward. Garley with it. 2-on-2. Garley coming in, holding on to it, gets a shot that goes wide. Out to the point. Kuhn stepping and pinching on the play, and that's going to be the end of overtime. We will now go into shootouts. Thank you, everybody, for supporting your team from near and far as we bring the game to you live from Bottineau. As the Sabres have skated to an overtime tie with the Braves.
5 minutes, 3-on-3, I just heard.
Oh my. 8 minutes, 3-on-3.
Maybe.
Being 7th in the West region, Bottineau-Rugby is definitely not playing like a 7th place team.
No, they're not. They're playing. I personally think that they are more skilled than Jamestown. Individually, I think that they are more skilled than Jamestown.
Well, we are going to a shootout as Bo Raschke is going to be the first shooter for the visiting team. Coming in on the right side on Cheshire. Shot coming. Oh! He had him. Just not enough on the backhand. Capitalize.
He's gonna dangle. He's gonna dangle to the top to the hash marks. Shoot low blocker.
Barch coming in.
Or low glove. Or not.
He fans on his shot, and Crumley able to watch that one across the crease. 0-0 in the shootout as number 16 Ben Garley comes in for the second shooter for the Sabres.
Second round shooting for the Sabres, number 16, Ben Garley.
Garley coming down the right side. Shot! Goal! Garley sneaks one by Cheshire to make it 1-0 in the shootout. Coming out for the second shooter for the Braves, Peyton Getzlaff. Getzlaff coming down with some speed, trying to get around Crumwitty. Nope. Crumwitty able to get a blocker on that, turn that one aside.
Harrison Johnson could close this out.
Harrison Johnson coming in for the third shooter for the Sabres. Johnson coming in with lots of speed. Oh, and he stands on it! Now for the third shooter for the Braves, number 14, Landon Siemens. Coming way down the right side.
Heavy on that side.
Yeah,
there
nice
we go.
save by Crumwitty. That is going to be the game winner as your Sabres win in a shootout. We want to thank everybody for watching tonight's game as we bring it to you live from Bottineau.
Thank you so much. Drive safely this evening. Always watch.
We want to wish the Sabres safe travels as we have a long bus ride home. We want to thank everybody for watching Sabres hockey as we brought it to you live on the YouTube channel T-Zanism. The final score in Bottineau, Sabres defeating the Braves 3-2 in the shootout. I'm your host, Tim Zander, saying thanks for watching Legacy Sabre Hockey. Have a good evening and a good night.